Hello, everyone. Yuki here, and today I want to talk about someone I knew in the Beavis and Butthead Discord community for a while. He ended up being a complete creep, and he just bothered so many people, myself included. I will provide screenshots for this, although I don't have screenshots for every incident that occurred. Most of the time, I'll talk about the incidents from memory. First off, he would constantly pain people for no reason at all, other than to get their attention, and maybe because he literally has nothing better to do with his life. As you can see, someone was getting annoyed with his shit, and he just simply replied with, "Sorry, man. I mean, why do you gotta just randomly pain people?" In fact, he'd even pain spam and just constantly pain people for no reason. What are you trying to do, raid the server? You could get banned for that. He also ended up creating a lot of servers that are all dead, and he'd do some unauthorized solicitation with me and several other people. I was forced to join servers I didn't even want to be a part of, and he would not leave me alone. In fact, he used to be a co-owner on my Beavis and Butthead server, and he would make changes to the server that I did not like. For example, he would add unnecessary channels such as Viacom Sucks or a Daria channel, even though Daria, the show, isn't even created by Mike Judge. He had no involvement in the show whatsoever. I understand he created the character who first appeared on Beavis and Butthead, but he was not involved with Daria's show, and he apparently wasn't happy about it either. He also constantly changed the icon of my server, which really got on my nerves. I was also in a friend's former Beavis and Butthead server at the time before they deleted it, but he got in the voice chat with me and my friend in question. We were just listening to music and enjoying ourselves. When he got in the chat and heard the music, which I requested by the way, he acted very rude and said that the music sucked. He then started to quote Beavis by saying, "This sucks, change it," just so he could be a dick. He ended up skipping my song, and my friend and I were both shocked. I was pissed. "That sucked," he said. What a dillhole. No, really though, he's literally a jerk. He would force people to do things for him too, and he basically ran the roost. Here's the worst of it. He ended up doxing 2 children on my Beavis and Butthead server. Why? For the memes. He ended up getting their face reveal pictures from another server, owned by one of the victims in question. He posted them on my server. Mind you, I wasn't there the whole time, as I was setting up my new Xbox Series S at the time, and everyone was pissed. They all went after him, and he even tried to change his username and profile picture on his Discord account, but surprise, we all knew it was him the whole time. He kept threatening to delete Discord if we didn't act nice to him. I mean, he literally doxed the faces of 2 children. Why should we be defending or respecting someone who doxes people? He would then just say shit like, "Forgive and forget, man," and other things like that. We eventually got everyone calmed down, at least when I, the owner, stepped in and said that what he did is considered illegal. I had to demote him to a DOE, or member, of my server. He remained this way until about a week or two later. He'd forced me to make videos for his YouTube channel, which I will link in the description below. He'd also forced me to make unauthorized announcements on my server about his DVD project, and he'd been an elitist and say that remasters will never replace TV recordings. Do you realize why the remasters even exist? This is what the Beavis and Butthead fans have been wanting for years. I mean, if you hate Paramount Plus, I understand and your pain's handled. However, my opinion did not need to get bashed by this a-hole. He also gave out my Discord tag while I was on break for a day. I took that break because of him. He also revealed my old identities, which really pissed me off because I don't want people to know who I am based on my old identities at all. He was invading my privacy, and he was being a real jerk at it too. It was then that I decided to cut him off for good and ban him from my Beavis and Butthead server. I then made an announcement on my server, and it went like this. "Sorry for the pain, but this is important. I've decided to cut ties with, I will not say the tag here, and I've left a few servers because he did highly questionable acts. Some of these include doxing a minor's face, in my eyes that's unforgivable, unauthorized solicitation in DMs, randomly and constantly painting people, forcing me to make announcements I didn't want to make, giving out my Discord tag while I was on break, I don't appreciate that, acting rude in voice chat, I was there, I can explain, and just being rather bossy to me. While he was co-owner of this server, you might have noticed he added unnecessary channels and roles for no rhyme or reason, and constantly changing the icon of the server. I don't allow co-owners to do that anymore for anti-raid measures. I can explain further, please ask. Everyone has boundaries, and if they're crossed, people get real uncomfortable. Please do not ask me to unblock or unban him. Nothing will change my mind. I've made a decision that's best for me and my well-being. I hope you all understand and respect my decision. I know a lot of you know him, and I want to let you know what he did. People understood, however, one of the victims, who I will not name, still surprisingly supports him after all this. Doxers do not deserve a platform. They're right there with pedophiles, rapists, and criminals in general, really. Now I'm going to show proof of what happened here this whole time and why I don't trust them. Okay, so here's the evidence I'm going to provide based on a conversation a friend of mine's and I had about the whole situation back in November. As you can see, the receipts are there, everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and read through this. Again, names are censored for privacy reasons, so that includes friends, victims, and just other people who were involved in the situation, but I'm on neutral or good terms with. I'm not going to give out their names just because I want them to remain anonymous, but here we go. Alright, here's some of what I've gathered. Here, yesterday, they gave out my Discord tag when telling others I was on break. I don't appreciate that, and I only give out people's tags if they did something wrong or if I ask people to be aware of them. And then he painted everyone and says, I have a quick announcement to make. Blank's anxiety is getting worse. Do not DM her. Okay. Alright, so again, I censored, that was my actual Discord tag at the time. I know that's not my tag anymore, but I just had to censor it because honestly, I don't like it when my Discord tag is randomly shared by other people like that. Like I said, I only give out people's tags if I want you to watch out for the person or block them or whatever. But if I'm on good terms with the person, I don't like to give out their tag. Unless it's in private and I say, hey, this is the person's new tag. You can friend them if you want, but just let them know it's you or something like that. But otherwise, I don't like giving out people's tags like that. So then the conversation just keeps going. Okay, who? Blank or blank. So those are my old names and identities. Again, I do not associate with those anymore. Basically, they had to do with my OC Red Dog, which, again, he's not part of my brand name anymore, but he's still my OC. I'm not going to name the specific names I went by just because, again, I'm not comfortable with mentioning them ever again or associating myself with these identities, so those are crossed off for a pretty good reason. Okay, so blank or blank. Okay, she renamed herself. All right. Okay. The she, her pronouns are used here. Again, I went by she, her at the time, so it's okay. I mean, that was how it was back then, so. I just realized I forgot to censor her name, so I'm gonna go back in the editing process and fix it. He would ping people randomly and constantly, which can be annoying. Okay, so in case you're wondering, the Chief Beavis is the guy I'm calling out in the video, obviously. And the person who's just named Beavis, that was me. That's what I went as at the time. So in case you're wondering who it is, that's me. Okay, here it goes. So I said, I mean, who doesn't want the role? Getting early access is cool. And then he replies off topic with, I need help. I ran out of Google storage and I don't feel like paying. Okay, so you can clearly see he pinged me here. And then he pinged me again, which, like I said, he'd ping people randomly and constantly, which can be annoying. And then I replied to him, no need to ping me again. All right, we're going to keep going. Like, here was unnecessary. It was his project we're talking about. He could have explained it himself. Know what I mean? What is Revenue DVD, by the way? I just joined. Beavis, explain.
You dare threaten the great Cornholio!
Okay, that was kind of off topic, but I decided to keep it in there because it's so funny. And then I said, Revenue Beavis DVDs is the name of the group here making the DVD set. Again, Chief Beavis could have explained it himself because it was his project, not mine. I mean, I was involved with it back then, but that was before I cut him off and all that stuff. And then my friend replied to me and said, yeah, plus if Ash was there, she would easily dox you again. Well, okay, in case you're wondering who this Ash person is and why I'm leaving her name uncensored, it's because, again, this is someone I'm on bad terms with, so like I said, I'm only censoring the names of people I'm on good terms with. So Ash, in case you're wondering who she is, she's that conservative bitch I talked about in a previous video of mine, the conservative bitch that I dumped on for about almost half an hour, and she was the one who ended up, okay, so in terms of the easily dox you part, she didn't actually full-on dox me. Like, she didn't have my full name, address, or phone number or anything like that. All she had was my Discord tag. That was it. I mean, that's not really doxing, but I considered it doxing back then because that's not something I would publicly give out to people unless I'm on good terms with them. But this bitch decided to just publicly give out my Discord tag. And remember in that conservative bitch video when I said she falsely accused someone of being a pedophile just because they have a dog as their OC? That was me. I was the person in question who she harassed and gave out the tag of. And basically she just gave out my tag because she wanted people to go harass me. And I was sent death threats technically, but again, that's a whole nother can of worms I do not want to open right now. But anyways, yeah, in case you're wondering who this Ash person is, that's who it is. So let's move on. Plus, pinging people multiple times is kind of stupid. Also, what the fuck? It's sussy behavior, don't you think? And then I have another screenshot I put in here from another Beavis and Butthead server, which, by the way, that's not my server this took place in, but there we go. Why is this in news? Yeah, the Great Cornholio is starting to get on my nerves on how much he pings me. Sorry, man. Again, this is just unacceptable, okay? The whole pinging people multiple times thing and putting stuff in the wrong channels on a Discord server and spam pinging. Like I said, this dude literally spam pinged people too, and I just wasn't having any of it. Anyways, then I said the doxing's the worst of it. I don't think it even matters how old the doxer or victim is. It's still doxing, and that puts people's lives in danger. And then my friend says, yeah, the Great Cornholio should not dox, ping multiple times, or things like that. Yep, it gets worse though. He also spread a face reveal pic onto the Mike Judge Museum server. By the way, in case you're wondering what that is my Beavis and Butthead server. If you want to join it, you can. You don't have to. But I'm not trying to be self-promoting here, but in case you're wondering what that is my server. Or one of my servers. He also spread a face reveal pic onto the Mike Judge Museum server, and there was some drama happening. Basically, doxing a child's face for memeing. This is a message from the victim. Great, so my face has been leaked on a different server, and some old men could have saved it and done almost anything with it. I'm so fucking pissed, bro. And then I have other stuff related to the doxing, clearly showing how pissed the victim is. Oh, by the way, did the face reveal thing get sorted out? The guy still says he's sorry, and I don't know, I had fourth period. I'm still so pissed about it. Ugh. I can't believe someone would do that to us, to be honest. I'm still a little pissed. And then they responded to the other person with, I can't believe someone would do that to us, to be honest. Yeah, and I trusted the guy. It's funny because you trusted him, right? I barely even know him. Yeah. I don't remember what the friend said before that, but this doesn't really matter, but we're gonna move on with this. Exactly. It's just getting very annoying. I'm considering blocking him and even banning him from Mike Judge Museum and Adult Swim Museum since I own both those servers. By the way, I deleted the Adult Swim server just because it was dead anyway. I just couldn't really handle running that server anymore. I really couldn't keep it alive, so I deleted it. But that doesn't really matter right now. Anyways, problem is people may get confused and then I'd have to explain. Oh, he also added channels and changed the icon multiple times on servers he was in charge of, including when he was formerly co-owner of Mike Judge Museum. I don't allow co-owners to do that anymore in servers I own because that just gets on my nerves. Not to mention he made me and a friend of mine rather uncomfortable in voice chat once. I put 2 songs on the queue and the first one was almost over when he joined. He said the music sucked. The second one starts and he said, "Who requested this shit?" and started quoting, "This sucks, change it." Or, let me say it properly, "This sucks, change it." To be a dick. He then skipped the song and believe it or not, I felt traumatized. We were actually trying to enjoy the music too. Basically, he acted rude in voice chat and I didn't appreciate it. I mean, I don't mind if ear rape or troll content is skipped in voice chat, but if it's actually music that's skipped, it's not fair, and it's rather rude, especially for the person who actually requested it. Yeah, plus, if I requested one of my favorite songs and it was skipped, then I'd be pissed. Exactly. I don't skip stuff unless it's troll stuff. Even if I don't like the music shared, I'm not skipping it. Like, he could have left voice chat or deafen the chat until the song's over. It won't kill you to just let the song finish. Yeah, that's just being a jackass. Exactly. Even my friend agreed, and we kind of talked about it the day after the incident. So I'm just going to be showing the screenshot here. Again, their name is censored for privacy reasons. So, okay, for context, the meme above... Okay, so it says, the most relatable meme I've ever made in a while. And the meme says, me when a song is skipped in voice chat. And Beavis is making a weird face. Basically, that's what that is. And my friend says, same. I hate when people do that. Unless if I purposely am trolling voice chat and I'm playing something that's intended to be annoying. Same. I only like it when troll songs are skipped. Just not actual music. Yes. It's so rude. I swear to God. Like what happened with that one song I played last night. Yeah, it's a repetitive song, but it's supposed to be like that. That's what house music is. Yeah, even if someone doesn't like a song, it's not going to kill you to wait until it goes off. Exactly. Agreed, he's way too rude. Oh, I should also mention that when he was called out for doxing on the Mike Judge Museum server, he acted real immature about it and threatened to leave Discord. Pulling what I call a yellow doggy right there. Again, I'm comparing him to yellow doggy in this case because, like I said before in a previous video, yellow doggy literally threatened to kill himself if I didn't come back to be his friend. This was a similar situation, except this Cornholio or Beavis dude didn't threaten to kill himself, he just threatened to leave Discord altogether. Yeah, real mature behavior. So then a few days later, Actually, it was the next day. So the next day, I said this. Okay, so this Cornholio dude also forces me to join servers. Not good. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'd like to make my own darn decisions, you know? I don't know if I should ban and block yet or not. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Especially since he docks the child's face and gives out people's tags and all that. It's too much. One time, he sent me a link twice. When I didn't join the first time, he said, your friend and the others are in here, basically forcing me to join. He's done that to others as well. He also forced me to make announcements in the Mike Judge Museum, although he had permission to do so himself. He also made unauthorized announcements in my server relating to nonsensical drama and starting drama. Okay, here's my plan. If he sends me another server link that I have no interest in, I'm blocking him. I don't know about banning him yet, so we'll see. So, spoiler, I ended up blocking and banning him from my server. I already showed the announcement previously in this video, so you already know what happened. But yeah, this is the evidence I have to support what I was just talking about previously in the video. So there you have it. That's why y'all should best stay away from this person. I'm just gonna drop their tag here just so you know who to watch out for. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.